In this video, I'm going to show you how to get a free ITIL version 4 foundation study guide to pass your exam really fast. And I'm also going to show you how to get a discount on the exam voucher so you don't have to spend a ton of money to get ITIL certified. Let's get started. I'm Andrew Ramdial, and I am an author of many different books in IT and project management. I've taught hundreds of thousands of students around the world. Now, I've been ITIL 4 certified since 2006. I believe 2006, 2007, and I've taught thousands of people how to pass their ITIL certifications. Let's get started with this particular certification. Now, before I get into all of the study guides and the exam vouchers and whatnot, let me just do a really quick recap of ITIL. So if you work as a help desk technician, if you work as a system administrator, maybe you're working as an IT manager or even the CIO, you should know ITIL. ITIL tells us how IT is managed in order to produce value to our customers. The question we have to ask ourselves is, all the services we provide in IT, whether it's emails, whether it's phone services, whether it's security services, does that actually give value to our customers? Does our customers, such as our end users, do they see the value that we're providing? It's a good question. What we want to do is we want to manage IT to provide value. This is basically what ITIL is about. Now, I don't want to go too much into this, but I want to just tell you guys about the exam. ITIL has many levels, and in order to get to the top level, ITIL Expert, ITIL Masters, and so on, practitioners, you need to start with the first certification. In fact, you can't take any of the others unless you have this one, and that's called ITIL 4 Foundation. We're currently in the version 4 of the certification. So I'm going to go here to Axelos.com, the creator of the certification itself. Now, Axelos is the company that helps create this body of knowledge, helps makes up the exam and so on. Let me make this bigger. How did I get here? Well, actually, I just went to Google and I typed ITIL 4 certification, and it's the first one that popped up. This certification exam is relatively easy. It's 40 questions. It's multiple choice. You need 26 of those 40 to pass. It's 60 minutes and it's a closed book. Now, keep that in mind. You need to remember that this exam is just 60 minutes. It's a pretty easy test. In my opinion, I've never really met a lot of folks that have passed. In fact, 99% of my students that takes my courses, reads my study guides, just do all the practice questions, they'll generally pass. It's a really, really easy test. Most of my students finish the actual exam in about 20 to 30 minutes. When I took this test when it came out, I believe 2019, I think this exam came out. I was able to finish it in about 15 minutes. Pretty easy test, and it's an online exam, so keep that in mind. You take it at home through another company called PeopleCert, which I'll talk to you about in a minute. Now, one of the things that this website that I'm showing you has is that what's really cool about this website here is that it gives us the key resource. By the way, I'm going to have a link to this website in the description below. Now, the key resource in this here, you see this one here, what's called the candidate syllabus. So in this syllabus, this is really important because this syllabus is going to tell us everything we need to know to pass our test. Now, like I just mentioned, it's a 60-minute exam. It's 40 questions, just 40 questions. You need 26, basically 65% to pass. There's a variety of different types of questions, but they're basically all multiple choice. And here's what you need to know. If you're studying ITIL, right? If you want to pass ITIL, this is what you need to know. This syllabus is going to go into every single one of the terms. And here's the thing about this exam. It is really terminology driven. You really need to memorize a lot of terms. The good thing is they're pretty easy. In fact, a lot of them are basically almost common sense. So look at this, 1.1, and there are 7 sections here. So section 1.1 is know these definitions of these words like service, utility, warranty, cost, value, basically describes this. 1.3, then 2, then they go into describe the nature, use, and interaction. And they go through all the different things here that you need to know, all right? Different practices and more terms that you need to know. Like, for example, every single student will get a question on this exam between what's an incident versus a problem, all right? So multiple incidents creates a problem. I just gave you guys one question there. All right, every student that has ever taken this exam has gotten a question, what's the difference between incidents and problems? Well, multiple incidents creates a problem. So a problem is multiple incidents. When you solve a problem, generally you solve multiple incidents. That's it. I just gave you one of the 40 questions and you just got it correct. Anyhow, so this goes in here. Now, what I did for you guys is I took this entire syllabus and I did it for my students, and my students absolutely love it. What I did is I took this entire syllabus of all these terms, all these principles that you need to know, and I put it into a Word document. Well, I should say PDF. And here it is. So this is my cram guide that I give to my students, and it's absolutely free now for you guys. No strings attached. Just click the download button and just download it. So you notice I have, you notice how the syllabus is, oops, I don't need two of these open. You notice how the syllabus is done in like 1.1 recall, 1.2 describe, 1.3 describe, 2.0 describe the nature, use, and interaction. That's what I did here. So I took 1.1, recall the definition of all these terms, and I gave you all the definitions that they're going to ask you. Describe the key concepts, cost, value, organization. Notice, cost, value, organization. And this just goes on and on. So it's basically about 20 or 30 pages. It's 21 pages in total. And it covers every single one of the sections with just what you need to know. So this is like this last minute cram guide. All right. This is going to tell you everything you need to know. Now, if you have worked in ITIL and you're pretty familiar with the whole framework, you don't need to go take a whole course. You can just download the study guide and take your test and you'll be just fine. Now, my cram guide is not meant to go in depth. And if you have never used ITIL or never heard about it, the cram guide may not be the best thing. You may want to just get a full-length course on that so I can describe everything to you so you really understand the whole framework, not just the things you need to know to pass the test. I never believed in studying just to pass the test. I believe in studying to get better at what we do. So I don't really believe in just cramming for a certification unless you already have the background knowledge. But if you don't have the background knowledge, get a course with it. Now, how do you take the test? That's the question. Well, the test is given by a company called PeopleCert. They're the one that's going to administer the certifications. They're the one that's going to certify you. PeopleCert. They're the only ones that can do it. Don't think there's any others that could. So PeopleCert, link is going to be in the description below. So here's the PeopleCert website. And on this one, you'll see the ITIL 4 certification logo. And you'll notice they also tell you that, hold on, where's all the exam info? Here you go. Just like we said, 40 questions, you need 65% to pass. Now, you register right on here to take your test. Now, here's the thing. If you come here and you buy their product, all right, you cannot buy it like just if you just want like the exam voucher, this is how they sell it. It's $669. For the exam, you get the exam voucher. You do get a small ebook. It's a giant book, though. It's not like a cram guide like I gave you. It's $669, and if you want a course with it, it's $999. Now, I'm not a big fan of their courseware. I know they're gonna kill me. They're probably gonna remove this video anytime now for saying that. It's not very interactive. It's very like robotic, in my opinion. So what I did is I have my own ITIL course. And it's not robotic. If you guys are enjoying this video so far, this is how I speak. This is how I teach. This is my hand movements. This is how I'm going to describe the course to you. It's not just a guy reading a slide for you. And the thing is, they charge $669. If you go to our website, link is in the description below. The e-learning course that I have is $639. And it's not just an exam voucher. Because it's $639, but it's not just the exam voucher. It's a full-length e-learning class that I did, and 6 exams. It's not just an e-learning course. It's the exam, practice exam. It is about 7 hours worth of video, about 70 lectures, and the exam voucher. So you can't go wrong for half the price of one of their e-learning class. So you can't go wrong. And it is an official course because we are an official authorized program. I'm an authorized instructor, ITIL accredited instructor. All right. So if you're interested in that, check that out. I also have a live class that we do. If your company is paying and you just want to become ITIL certified really fast, and your organization is paying, there's another option. We have this live course. It's a little bit more expensive because it's a live class. In 2 days, you can get all the knowledge and generally most people take the exam at the end of the second day. Okay, the study guide. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you're downloading this, if you don't need a course, at least get this so you can get the exam voucher cheaper than what people started selling it for. If you don't need the voucher, if you don't need the course itself, you just want the information, download the study guide. It's absolutely free. But I will ask you for one thing. You probably know what that is. If you can click on the like button, I would greatly appreciate that. And of course, subscribe to the channel for more amazing content and free stuff like this. And with that in mind, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video.